Welcome. Welcome. Happy Monday. It's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in LA. I'm not going to be on that long. This is a good short one for you. I got things to do. It's my Monday. Monday's my tune-in o'clock after I get everything going. Saturn is going retrograde, is gone retrograde today. And if you were watching my live stream, Saturday felt like, oh, the squeeze is on. Let me feel the contrast of what isn't aligned for me so that I can ask for what I want. And then yesterday was a good day to write in your journal what you want. And I wrote some things down and I felt into, there was a definite shift for me from Saturday to Sunday. And then today, here we are. So now what's going to happen over the next few weeks or however long it is, I don't even know. You're going to be invited. I feel a lot of this stuff intuitively, and then I listen to some things and I'm like, yeah, that's what I was, yeah, and I get in my meditation or my journaling or whatever. So after you experience this exploitation or expression, hi Krista, of what's inside of you or what's not working, like my neighbors were screaming at each other this weekend on Saturday, and I think the guy, he shouted over the balcony today, I'm bipolar, so the energy was, exacerbating whatever isn't aligned. And if families are confined, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff getting activated, and it may feel like why? But you're the kind of person who works in your own awareness and tunes in, and you understand that this cosmic weather is here to extract the best out of you. And so now that we've gone into Saturn retrograde, now you get to see those lessons. What you asked for, you're going to be presented with where you're not in alignment with that. So let me know if that's already begun for you. Krista, welcome. Let me share this to the places, and then we're going to pull a sacred geometry card today. We were doing these cards in my private paid group today, and they're so activating. We thought, well, let's try it out. Oh my gosh, the format chart changes every day here. Okay. Welcome to a quick and snappy and sassy version of Valtopia TV. So doing a watch party in my free group Valtopia, you're always welcome to join us there, and also sharing to my page. Say hello, share the live stream always. We always want more people to know about how amazing they are, and their body can support them in really embodying the magicalness that they are. Hello everybody, say hello. I'm just sharing to my page and then we can get started. It's not going to be a long stream, so stay tuned. So at the top of the stream, I'm sharing about the cosmic transits. We've got Saturn going retrograde, or is gone retrograde. And so what that just means for you is let's take a look at what's coming up for review and allow it to highlight what we're creating. So what are you creating in this next cosmic weather? I'd love to hear what it is you're bringing through in your business, in your life. For those of you that are new to me, just sharing this here. I'm Val Cripps, and I'm an artist. I'm an energy guide. I'm a frequency artist, and I'm all about tuning into you as a leader, as a highly sensitive being, as a incredibly strategic being, and bringing together the parts of you that really align to who and what you want to be. And a lot of times our childhood and our life kind of messes up certain pathways or parts of our body, our energy, and we get to restore those completely to integration and activation. And so these cosmic transits are so good for this. So, okay, I just shared to my page. Woo! Say hello if you're here. Let me know. Say hello, Valtopia, in the Valtopia sphere. Ooh, I feel some throat chest chakra happening now. Who is that? Let me know if that's you. Hi, Dina. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. This is a quick stream. Today's message is about tuning in to what's being highlighted for you in these cosmic transits. Hi, everybody. Welcome. And so I'm going to pull this quick card for us from this beautiful deck, the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. And you're going to be able to come back to this live stream and see if what you put in the comments or the energy that came up today during this quick stream is highlighting what you're asking for. What did you ask for yesterday? Hey, Erica, what really struck you or pissed you off over the weekend? What spiked for you Saturday that you were like, no more. I'm done with that pattern. And this is what I really want. Or when you were seeing the contrast, you were like, Oh, why can't it be more like this? Right? What came up for you over the weekend? And this energy that's getting activated right now in the stream in the chest is very stiff and wanting to open, and that's a lot of attachment to other people's judgments. So let yourself tune in and see what's coming through for you there. Today we're going to do a quick sacred geometry card to see what the retrograde, the Saturn retrograde, what energy is highlighting for you, so that you can maximize what's being highlighted, so you can understand more about yourself, and instead of spinning your wheels, asking other people for decisions, or questioning or re-questioning yourself, you can tune in, make a decision, and bring that energy forward. And right? All right, so the first card we got is the Earthgrid card. Look at that. I love that. The Earthgrid card. Okay, so we're going to look at the guide for these. Ooh, DNA. Now, you guys know that I had my DNA activate. Oh, look at that. My eyelash. I had my DNA activated in 2015 by Samantha Bearden, who now has an incredible, beautiful academy with a lot of practitioners. And I got certified in the, I did not actually officially certify, but I took the class twice, and I love that community. And I have my own method of activating and regenerating DNA and stimulating your cells with frequencies that are directed by our discussions and careful curation together. So I've been doing this work since 2015, learning as a student in 2015 and beginning to have clients in 2016. And my clients in 2016 were ballers at the time. I worked with some really high-level people at that stage of the experience. They had gotten to know me over the year in 2015 and were trusting me with their energy. And they had incredible exponential results, and I'm still doing that. So DNA is about tuning into your own program, becoming highly aware of what's there, and realizing where you've absorbed or assumed limitations about your own capability. And all of us have these caps and visors and limits over our own ability to see our capacity. We have programming, we have culturization, we have family training, we have life training. Human beings are designed to reflect each other and build together that way. And so if you tune into your own highest capability and expand with frequencies and this powerful work that we know, not only the vision of your own cell and the connection between your mind, body, and being and your DNA, and release those limits that you have within yourself. They come in many different forms: behavior, programs, ideas, people, whatever words you use. You can shift your whole experience and those of everyone around you much more rapidly than doing stuff that doesn't involve the internal work of shifting your DNA. If anybody wants to know more about this for your leadership and activating higher levels of connection, opening your voice, speaking your truth, making more money, being the leader that you really want to be, I'm here for you. All right, so, and then the last card we got is offering. Offering. So let's see what, let's take a quick look at Earthgrid first. Fellowship. The idea of the earth as a geometric shape goes back at least as far as ancient Greece. The Sioux called the earth the creation grid. The earth has also been called the Gaia grid and galactic web. Now, you know, today we have a lot of galactic energy coming through, okay? So the earth has also been called the Gaia grid, the galactic web. This notion is associated with geomancy, ley lines, and the unified field theory. The geometry of the earth grid is a dodeca icosahedron, and it embodies fellowship, community, and our collective unconscious. Energy vortices and sacred sites abound at places where these geometries intersect. Hi, Keisha. By pulling this card, you are asked to look at the way energy moves and to observe the choice points in your life that amplify or diminish your energy. So this weekend, like Michael, some other people I've been talking to, the life circumstances could be pushing you beyond the pole. And that's the point. Your body, mind, and spirit will no longer live in the old paradigm. And the energy now will squeeze you out if you aren't doing it already. Keisha just had a mind-blowing multi-dimensional experience. Oh, we want to hear about it. I want to hear. So what do you feel brings you to your full potential, and where does this happen? There are places you will feel comfortable and those that seem to sap your power. As you choose a home on the planet and in the community in which you wish to participate, you activate your place on the Earth grid and find resonance within the spirit of a place. Fellowship with like-minded individuals can be seen as a communication grid that connects you by travel, technology, to exactly what you need to learn and experience in this moment in time. Okay? So this is so important. Oh, I can't wait to hear in Telegram. Okay, hi Konstantina. So let's take a look at what's coming through for the DNA card. To go with this understanding of our connection to Gaia, and exactly what I've been saying on my other streams, you're like a plant. You know, the live stream I did about 3 or 4 days ago talks about how you have roots into the Gaia, and you are the stamen, the stem between the cosmos blossom and the earth roots. So you gotta keep all that open. And everything is about finding where your water and blood flow and energy flow isn't quite aligning with the whole. So DNA is one way to tap into raising those limits, understanding your limits, accessing doorways to higher consciousness, right? So DNA, conscious evolution, let this activate you. Human DNA uses the phi ratio to form the wave that spins our genetic codes. Within the double helix of our DNA and the human energy field, we each have access to a hidden store of knowledge and wisdom called the Force. The Force. May the Force be with you, or the Holy Light. Ooh. My goodness. Unlocking this information is a primary study of many individuals today who feel that human potential and the ability to heal ourselves and the planet are encoded in this spiral matrix. We presently know of 2 strands and 64 genetic codons in our DNA. Now, I know a lot of people who are even activating way above that. We are in the process of activating codes that will aid in the shift from 3rd dimensional to 4th dimensional reality, which is the course evolution is taking. Now, this was published a while ago, okay? We are turning on 10 additional strands of DNA we have turned on, which include the present 2, will afford us what seems at this point unlimited possibilities. So what does this look like practically to you if you're just beginning to open up your ideas to activating your DNA? This looks like your cultural and familial resistance to accepting who you really are and all the ability you actually have to affect energy and create in your life. No matter where you are, whether you're Italian or Greek or Southern or German or whatever, there's programs in your genetic code that were learned over time, like don't do that. Oh, if you do that, you're gonna die. Oh, you know, whole centuries of limitation coded into our DNA because people lived through that limitation, and now you think that belongs to you. And all you have to do is do the work to go, oh, and you remember, my clients remember horrible things that have happened in the past. Why do you want to do that? It lasts an instant or an hour, and then whole segments of your DNA and cellular body and your 7 generations forward and back of your family get relieved of that painful memory and wounding and programming and conditioning and cats and seals on your expression as a being. When you do the work to yourself, you do more to change everything outside that seems so real. It's in the inside, okay? Hi, Petra, welcome. Constance says, a few days ago, I wrote a very inspired poem. Thank you. All right. So this energy is popping for somebody. So the emotions of love and compassion influence the harmonics of the heart and speed these changes to our DNA. Each time you act from your heart rather than from fear, you contribute to the evolution of humankind and the healing of Mother Earth. Open your heart to reality that love is the answer. Now, most people have hardened or stiffened their ability to open their heart and trust of themselves and others. We all have. And the work that I do is about, hi Rachel, is about knowing where in your chest Your chest, your throat, your guts, your roots, your mind, wherever, you are still having an unseen, hidden, familiar program, cultural tie to limitation in your own being. And it pops up all over the place within yourself. Okay? So the last card is offering 48. Now this program that I've been sharing with you about this personal healing device that measures frequencies and sends you frequencies addresses everything kick-ass that I just talked about in that DNA expression. So if you want to know about that, I urge you to reach out much sooner than later, because there's incredible bonuses and opportunities right now because the program is brand new. And if you want to be a pioneer and be at the top of the pile and head of the curve, and you're an energy freak or a frequency lover, or you love healing and you want to save the planet with your own very being, you reach out, because it's happening. It's happening right now. All right, so 48, offering creative development. The geometry of the flower of life and the colors and positioning of the human chakras in this illustration suggests you are in the stage of creative development. As you work with sacred geometry, you may have the experience of receiving information that is beyond the realm of rational thought. Some call this experience channeling, okay? And that is what I guide my clients to do, is to open up their channel more freely, more openly, more clearly, more powerfully, more lovingly. Use this important period to bring forth your dreams and inspiration and freely offer them to the world as your gifts to the healing of the planet. So again, my message is you are the miracle. Your inner world and health and nourishment of your body, cells, and DNA and being does more to change the planet than anything else. And many people feel, don't understand yet how powerfully shifting your inner being and activating yourself to higher potential will change your perspective and your ability to do more, be more of yourself. We're not talking about, oh, be more with endless rat race. I'm never satisfied. I just want a fancy car and a bunch of money. I am not talking about that shit, okay? That is not what I'm about. Yes, I want you to have prosperity so you're not suffering and miserable, because if we're suffering and miserable in any condition, we are not tapping into our inner divine connection. So no matter where you are, once you learn this work about yourself and ability to tap and tune in, everything shifts. So you can use this work to achieve that much for yourself. But the idea is that you feel fully embodied and integrated about yourself, and connect and tap into the reason you were born to be alive. And when you're in that, everything works and comes for you. And other people's judgments, rules, obligations, fear, guilt, and bullshit dissipates as you do the heavy lifting in your own life to become aware of where you're still plugging in and operating on false paradigms and creating nasty, gnarly timelines that you don't want anything to do with. Clean your shit up inside first, then go out and conquer the world and heal everybody. Please do not try to step into massive leadership without doing this work first of embodying your soul vision. If I'm not the person, find somebody that is, because you're leading with maybe 80% of yourself. And that 20% that's missing is the difference between your joy, pleasure, absolute prosperity, and actually really shifting the dynamic of what's happening out there. And we were born in this time to do this. So anything that tells you otherwise is a lie in my book. Michael says the infamous story of the Chanel handbag. It's not about a handbag. Yeah, for some people that might be, and that's how that person's community. That's the first troop. That was the first wave. They already had prosperity. They had the ability and freedom to speak up and show what it takes to hold that up. They created it from nothing, so, you don't have to. This is another thing I want to say. I see people, women, beautiful leadership, incredible, brilliant women, bagging on other women for showing up. Fuck off. Like, at least we're showing up. If the leader that stood out before you don't like it, don't you bag on her. Lead your own way better and more inspirational. Thank you, sister, for rising up when times were tough and nobody was doing it. I'm so inspired by you. I'm not sure I'm still tight with your method. Let me shine in mine. You do not need to bag on other people and their methods to feel good about what you're doing. We don't all need to follow each other. We're very different. If everybody did the same thing, we'd be like this. No, we're organic beings moving in and out. I might hang out with 10 people. The girl next to me might need 1,000. It's all good, right? All right. Let me put my glasses on so I can see what's happening here. Eric says, I know I'm here for a bigger purpose. Yeah, and some people get pissed off or weird about that. I see that in the feed. It's obviously not Valtopians. People in my feed who love my zest for life, I've been like this since I'm a kid. I love pursuing passion, art, creation, and life. And I didn't like playing games when I was a little kid. I would get bored. I'm very passionate about what I do. So I like people in my community who are. And if you want to lay low and not do much and don't have ambition, well, then scroll on by. I don't even know why I'm bringing that up because that's not what happens in my feed. I just see it. I just happened to scroll this morning and I was like horrified at what I saw. I'll never do it again, I promise. Oh my God, my glasses are... Petra says, beautiful, needed to hear that. One of my coaches said that apparently now is not the right time to start new projects. However, my intuition is telling me otherwise. Going for it. Oh, why did she tell you that? Is that based on astrology or your patterns, or what's the background on her guiding you? And if she's your coach, why don't you trust her guidance? And what are you find, maybe you're moving into a new space? Like, what's going on there? It's all about the bags. You speak your truth. Yeah, I'm not doing individual cards, Petra. Thank you. I was doing them yesterday, but I'm actually I have to go do what I'm doing. So the sacred geometry cards, the 3 cards were your cards for today. The message is powerful. I did a bunch of readings in live streams every day for the last forever. So gorge on YouTube. They've all been uploaded to YouTube. Enjoy me and my presence and my clone, which is me doing my videos. Astrology. Well, Saturn, it went retrograde today, and so maybe that's what's happening. But, nobody gets to tell you what you need to do but you. You might want to understand where that's coming from, and if she's your coach and knows you, But anyway, deeper work for other venues. So I'm going to get going on my day. I have so much creation and inner meditation and drawing and client connection to do. Keisha, I can't wait to hear about your multidimensional experience. Well, Petra, don't be relying on people if you don't trust them. If that relationship isn't working for you, cut it off and find a new guide that you do trust. You want to trust your guide all the way. And I do. I have a guide. I always have a guide. Sometimes I have 2. I've often had a spiritual guide and a business mentor. And I think it's really essential as healers, oracles, mystical business creators that we ground the magic, that we embody spiritual principles that lift us up. We can't love, light, and wash away the truth of our human experience. And we can't ground and thrash our cosmic experience by denying it either. We must come into balance and centered deliciousness about it. And it's up to you to find what works for you. And when you do, you just burst forward with life and inspire everyone else to do the same. So I have one-to-one experiences. If you want to get personal daily readings and understand your frequency so much more powerful and really shift into a whole new dimensional paradigm for yourself. I love doing this work. I have a couple one-to-one clients now, so I still have maybe 1 or 2 spots right now. And I have a low-end self-guided study that's incredible that I have quite a few people going through right now, building up to working with me one-to-one. So if you want to know anything about that, just go to my website, valtopia.com. I would love for you to apply to work with me, and I'm going to see your application right away. And own your frequency. You're the miracle. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Blessings.